just a straw.
Roll call.
Pam? Dave?
Here.
Peggy? Here.
Make a motion to accept last month's meeting. You got a
Speak
second?
up.
I'm sorry, I'm gonna say.
I will second.
Property tax, $1,665.72.
That's it. We're going to report for community recreation. We are closed for the year. Streets, as far as I know, everything is fine. Our plow, driver, reported nothing out of difference per se. Alright, going to mayor's report.
I don't have nothing but the police. It was quiet other than a theft from a vehicle. I did verify that with the police. But, and then the water roll thing, which we took care of for the short term.
Got in your way.
So that's
Just
it.
in time.
Yeah.
That's emergency management.
Yes, it is, Bill. You're up, sir. Just in time. Management report. Yeah.
Timing.
Well, I have a few things for you tonight. Alright. Give me a second here to get some paperwork out. While I was doing this, one of the things I wanted to find out from you folks, this is the year I need to update our plan for emergency management. And I wanted to know if you have anything new, different, or what hazards you think this borough may foresee. You know, what may happen here? What kind of hazards do you see happening? You know, obviously you have the train tracks down here at the river.
Yeah.
That's a big issue. The river
We've been
itself
lucky,
may be
we
an
haven't
issue.
had
I don't know if you
anything like
guys
that.
are in contact with the river? Does your property line go all the way through the river?
Nothing
No.
aware of, no.
Uh-uh.
I didn't right there,
That's on
First
there.
Avenue.
Okay. But the tracks may very well end up being on your property if you have a derailment.
Yeah.
Yeah, that could
Oh,
happen.
yeah.
If it
Tractor
comes
one.
up, yeah, it comes up on the hill,
I
sure.
kind of thought that.
Yeah.
So,
You gotta look at natural disasters and man-made disasters and anything else in between.
so your trailer's been updated though, right? Your
I'll get to that in a little bit.
Okay.
I just wanna get these hazardous things. I mean, obviously you have severe storms, like severe snowstorms.
Yeah.
Yeah, like we had, how many years ago when I called to help get some plowing done. But you end up getting somebody else to do it, so that's there. Is there any mines in your property?
Not that I'm aware of.
Back hills back here?
There's always the old clay mines clear down where the water authority's at now, up on the hill.
Is that part of
That's,
Eastvale?
Some of it may be.
I don't know.
I remember growing up on the hillside, there were some.
Because,
But
yeah,
that
there may
was
be an
a
issue,
long
something
time
like
ago.
that
Yeah,
happening.
they're way up on the hill.
So that might be New Brighton or.
I don't know.
I don't know, I'll check it out.
Yeah.
I'll find out from mines and all that stuff. I can get on a program to research that.
What else?
So it was just the clay mine, no? There's nothing, no little coal mines or anything else back in here that you're aware of?
Only thing we ever heard about was the clay mines
Yep.
for making bricks.
Okay. No hazardous industries in the area? I don't know,
No.
is Nahad still in that big warehouse down there?
Yes, used to done storage. That's all they have in their
Yeah,
storage.
storage.
there.
Yeah.
The waterworks, is that in your borough or is that considered Beaver Falls?
That's Eastvale.
That's, yeah, that is.
Mhm.
Yeah. You get a hold of Jim Reggio.
Hmm?
You know Jim Reggio?
Yeah,
Yeah.
I'll talk to him. I worked with him when we had that dam issue down there,
Yeah.
and I worked together on that.
Um,
Anybody, you don't know of any industries in here that are storing any quantities of hazardous material?
Not that we're aware of.
The only one I pass by is that gun shop down there by the bridge. Do they have black powder?
Shablesky's,
Are they still in business?
they're still in business as far as I know, yeah.
Yeah, it's doing business.
You'd have to ask him.
You'd have to ask him personally. Don't know what he stores.
You can find out for me? That would be great.
Yeah, we can find out.
I think I have their number. All right, tell me, you know, there's some people gonna say, yeah, I got this, and other people tell me mind my own business.
And there's nothing we can do about that.
Okay, then. That's what I wanna know.
But it's to their benefit if they tell
But
you.
it's their benefit,
Yeah.
because we can't do a contingency plan around something we don't know is there.
Right.
That's what this is all about, is doing a contingency plan.
Yeah, right.
You know, I know you got service stations here, I'm sure they got all kinds of gases, cutting towards gases, but if they only have one tank, it's not a big deal.
Yeah.
But if
So
you're
is-
storing
is-
larger
so-
quantities, then that's something different.
So is there a
Right, that's not
level of
nothing about it.
A volume of quantity.
gunpowder
Bring it up.
or whatever, you know, I mean,
Well, that's what I need to find out, if he'll
If he
tell you
has
how
it.
much he has, then I'll go verify whether or not we
okay.
need to
all right, then
consider
Bill,
that.
then Bill will
It
investigate.
was always a consideration for the fire department that has to respond, because they respond to that house, and, oh, and guess what? I
Yeah.
don't care how small the amount of gunpowder is, they're gonna wanna know it,
Yeah, okay, I got
for
you.
their advantage, so they don't.
That's
be
what I
blowing
just-
people up.
Wondered. I have their number.
So if you think of anything else, I mean, I have a couple other things like the winter storms. I don't know what kind of traffic you go have through here. I don't know if any tankers run through here or not.
Oh, there's a lot of truck traffic
There's a lot
now.
of
Tanker
Lots.
trucks, who knows what they're carrying,
Correct.
Right.
you know? So I don't know that. Those are the kind of things I already figured you had.
Yeah,
So I've got those down. I'm just looking to see if there's anything I need to maintain or update the plan with.
Okay.
Next thing on my agenda, I was just at county meeting last week for a quarterly training, and I got this envelope for West Mayfield. What this is special needs. So anybody in the West Mayfield Borough that filled out one of these cards that the county sends out to almost every home in the county, I'll get a copy of West Mayfield people with special needs, saying in any event of emergency, I need this, or I have this, blah, blah, blah. If they don't have transportation, if they can't hear, whatever the issue is, they'll list this out. This is West Mayfield, I got 0 for Eastvale.
was that sent with the emergency package?
I don't know what they sent it out with, I don't remember, but I know they send it out to all the residents of the county.
Yeah, I think I saw that with the, you know, the emergency exit plan or something like
Probably
that.
came out all together.
So, I mean, I got that, so
You actually got one, didn't you?
nobody's obviously needs any help or paid any attention to it.
Say that, I don't get many of these back for West Mayfield. I think the most I've ever got was 5
Yeah,
for West Mayfield one year.
I don't remember us even receiving one
No, I
personally.
never seen it.
Yeah.
But what I'm gonna ask you,
Yeah.
I have
Maybe
this
that's why
form,
I got
if
0.
you guys wanna look at it.
So how do we get one?
I can get you one from the county if you really need one. What this form is, we generated down in West Mayfield.
We really got nothing like this in the mail.
No,
This
that's
is
not
one,
what you.
this is
got
one
that-
we
you
generated,
got
this isn't
that.
from the county.
Okay.
This is one my EOC generated from West Mayfield. And we take this around, because every year we go out, pass out envelopes to the borough for the fire department. You know, trying to get a few extra bucks in the fire department. We put stuff like this in that. We'll put that in there. I also have, I thought I left it in my truck. No, here it is. We'll send out this paper for Swift 911, for signing up for
I
911.
looked at that. I said,
Which is
we-
a
we
very
done
good
that.
thing. I would recommend everybody to do this. If there would be an incident here, and you're signed up for this, you will get a phone call.
Yep.
If there's a hazard in your area.
Yeah.
If there's a missing person, they will send out in areas, they can specify areas where they're arranged to do these calls. But we send this kind of information out in our flyer as well. So what I was gonna ask of you, because like I told you, most I've ever gotten on these special needs is 5 for county. When I put that flyer in this envelope we sent out, I got 30 responses back.
Wow.
Wow.
Now, they're not all, major issues. But I got a lot more issues to deal with than the 3 or 5 that I got from county. So I was wondering if I can provide you with that form and an envelope for return. Is there some way that you folks could have it distributed?
I can get it.
Yeah, we'll get it around.
Yeah.
You know how many citizens you have, or how many homes you have?
We can figure that out.
100,
Oh, I know exactly the number of homes. Not the number of
Yeah.
citizens.
100.
Number of citizens would be good if you could fill one out in case, because a lot of times,
Well,
there's more than one person in a home.
Well, we'd need 250 anyways,
It'd be more than
at least 250.
I'll get those
Yeah.
made up for you.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'll get that form made out, and I'll get you some envelopes for return.
Okay.
Pre-addressed envelope for return.
You mean it'll
Put a
be-
stamp on it.
Or, yeah, they have to put a stamp on
To
it.
return, how you're gonna hand them out, if you wanna mail them out, that's up to you. Have somebody go around and stuff mailboxes, that's what we do in the fire department, that's totally up to you.
Mhm.
But if you have a way to do that, I think that would be great. I think there's people out there that really don't understand, especially when they see something from county.
Yeah.
They go on here, go to county asking for something, and just throw it
So
away.
are you sending them out to households or
Yes.
individual
Yeah.
people?
I send them out to households.
Households, okay.
And
Yeah, it
I
says
don't know if he has our number on the bottom or not, he was supposed to. I don't
Oh,
know.
member of household, I see that, okay.
But, if you need more forms, if they want, hey, I got 2 people, because we've had that, hey, I've got a husband and wife, they're living in a HUD house, they're both in wheelchairs.
Yeah.
So they say, hey, can I get a second form? Yes, you got it, we'll do that right away. And I can supply you with a stack of forms I have here, and you can run across that.
So once you get this information, how's it gonna go into something that
When I get this
emergency,
information.
you
I
guys
have
will know
here-
where to go?
I've had this, they've been supplying me information for at least 10 years, 12 years. I have it in this spreadsheet.
Yeah.
And anytime there's an issue, I can call that spreadsheet up and say, who are my affected people?
Yeah.
And I can make that, we do it in West Mayfield, because like I said, I only had 4 last year.
Yeah.
But we get a power outage, and the power is out for longer than 8 hours or 6 hours. Some people need electric to operate beds, different equipment. Some people need heat.
So the police and fire have access to that?
No,
No. That's just emergency management.
emergency management, we would work with the police and the fire.
I
Okay.
mean, so if it's
We
something
need
that,
assistance,
so it's
they don't do
something
this.
that warrants,
This is
more
where
than
you
what,
just brought up
yeah,
about the trailer, that's why we
Yeah.
started this trailer.
yeah. All right.
I got this trailer set up with generators and heaters.
Oh, that's
Mm.
So if somebody says, you know what, I make a phone call and power's been out for 8 hours and I don't have any heat, they're elderly people, whatever it needs to be, and I can't get out of my house, we can run a generator down, hook it up, give them heat and light. I'm not gonna run their house, not gonna run their refrigerator, but at least they won't be in the dark, they can run a hospital bed. These are 5,500 watt generators. So, they'll run a heater, they'll run lights, and probably a hospital bed is no problem. But that's a service we're trying to do, we do that in West Mason. I've not had to go out. The last time we made phone calls, as we were making phone calls, the power came back on. So
Okay.
we lucked out on that. But, he was asking me about the trailer update, yeah, it's ready. I gotta buy a few more things just to get the basics down. And once I get it out and running, it'll be fine. But if I can get that information from you folks, that would be a big help for your citizens.
Just bring them over to the store. When you get your envelopes, during the day, if you're gonna be out,
All right.
just bring them over to the store.
You can do that.
All right.
You say 250?
I'd say at least that.
You should
I
figure it
think I seen a number on a listing, reading something.
We'll get you 300, that way you have extras in case you
Yeah, okay. Yeah.
need. And that's where I was gonna go into that trailer, is the reason for the special needs card.
Yeah, okay.
Because And the other part of this thing, and this is why we're doing the mutual thing, and this is why we're doing the money, we don't get paid, guys and I don't get paid anything for doing this. All the money we collect buys that trailer, it's gonna buy another trailer down the road, some more different other equipment. That's the use of it, just to give back. I don't know if you looked on top of that form. You see there, it says West Mayfield, Eastvale, Big Beaver, Coppell, Homewood,
Oh, wow,
and maybe even New Galley.
okay.
Well, we just updated that form because we're trying to incorporate those folks in with us as well. County has asked me to talk to those people to see if we can all merge together. A couple of them have their own emergency management coordinator, a couple of them don't. So they asked me if I could try to get all these people and merge together under one umbrella. So we made that form out as kind of a way to take out to those people and say, here it is, this is what, some of the stuff we can do, we're going around to different meetings. There's a couple of them don't have any, they approached me. So I know they want to do that.
Train's coming. Sounds just like
Got
a
train
bad
traffic
boy.
here? Sorry. But we're trying to expand this thing.
Sounds good.
Because in the event of a big emergency here in the valley, reality check is who do you think's gonna get all the equipment? We're outside the 20-mile radius of the power plant. Seems that everything I see, the radius inside that power plant, they are the key people. You know, everything gets handed out to them, and all this other stuff, and I think that's where all the cities and the other towns like that, the bigger cities, they're gonna suck up all these resources. So by getting these trailers put together with different things, because we plan on expanding that, then this end of the valley will have something. I don't have, if they give me something, that's great. If they don't have it, we have it. And by mutually, if it's not an issue up here and they're in need down there, I will offer those supplies to them to use. Because it's a hazardous emergency for people. Just so you know what we're doing and why we're doing what we're doing. Did I answer your question about the trailer?
Yeah, yeah, I'm good. No, I knew you were ready, Bill. I wasn't.
Well, yeah, we got it up and running.
No, I remember when you didn't have a trailer,
Yeah,
you know, so.
we got the generators in it and everything. I don't know if you want to look at this or not. This is an elected official handbook. I picked that up in county. I believe I reviewed all this stuff with you years ago. Your responsibilities, your roles in the event of disaster.
Yeah.
Okay.
So if you want to look at that, that's there. You don't have anything other than these ones here. We're gonna do that. I think that's all I have.
Okay.
Do you have any other questions of me? There's only one other question I have. It's that time of the year to cut the check.
It's always that last thing you ask, huh? Just one more thing. Same price as last year?
Mm-hmm.
I need a motion second.
And there may be some changes coming down the road depending on how much all this other stuff goes.
Mhm.
Oh, you should, yeah. Because it doesn't renew automatically, yeah.
Okay, I'll need a motion to, I didn't hear you.
I guess the last question I have is, I assume you're keeping me on this year for your emergency management?
so.
Yes.
Okay.
I guess so.
Nobody behind you, I guess, so gotta be you.
Reviewed all other applications, but.
Here's a good confidence.
Thank you very much.
Thank you.
Okay, anybody got any old business? Joe, you have anything on old or anything?
Just, yeah, it is old. Just, we had a couple meetings there and or it was my fault or whatever. But I want to finish off the acquisition of properties from Masson Estate and whatnot. And I happened to be at the courthouse today and I talked with Kevin McElwain, and we went over the numbers he gave me. And, you know, for each one, and we have 6 properties in the repository that we are in effect buying from the county. And we have another one we're buying directly from Mr. Mason's at Jack's estate, okay, because it was not up for tax sale, as well when you went. We gotta record everything and the cost of everything, and did I ever give you the number we're gonna need for as far as costs?
I thought you-
Not exactly.
something.
You said it was gonna be under 3.
Yeah.
I know that.
It is under 3. And what I would suggest, I did some numbers today, I came up with 2359.30, $2,359.30, but it could be a little bit more. And because, and again, I was talking, McElwain's the guy running tax assessment office now. And for each one of these deeds, you get a separate check. So I was gonna say, if you made a check out to me and just put on there to be escrowed for property, I'll put it in my escrow account. And then just write all the checks out from there and then give you a breakdown of what's left over and give it back to you. Okay, or apply to, whatever. But probably, just to play safe, 2059. Whenever you're able to like 2,600, 2,700, something like that. Maybe a few $100 cushion
Yeah,
in there.
cushion there. Plus or minus 5.
Well, don't, see, give me that hairy eyebrow there.
I'm thinking of something.
But, again, and, you know, it's a new year, and, that's a large ticket item, so I just wanted to let you, $2,600 or $2,700, but we should be able to finish it off then.
So once you have the money, this will go quickly?
In fact, Attorney Householder called me last week. He goes, "We still on for the ice?"
Yeah,
Because
with
the
the
one thing I
announcement.
need for him, I said, "Mary, we're still on." I said, "Don't blame council, blame me." Okay, and so he goes, "Okay, just so I know." So I said, and that was last week. So I told him we were having a meeting tonight. So whenever you can.
This was already voted
Yeah,
Yeah,
those-
so it's
All
already
right.
voted on.
Yeah. Well, you voted on, but we didn't even want, you
Yeah,
gotta make sure the
so
money's
send
there.
it.
Mhm, Yeah,
Yeah.
we're okay, still,
Okay.
still.
That's the only old thing I have,
Okay.
old business.
All right, anybody else have old business?
I have a question for you. What have you guys decided about the fire department building? Where does that stand?
That's coming down, we have a grant that should go through, because DEP delayed it, and that should have been down by now, but DEP got involved and we
I
had
know they
to
would. I told you
apply
that.
for some different
Permits,
permits,
yeah.
which we did. In fact, I just got
Yeah.
an email from them today. So that should come down, I would think, spring, summer, the
I appreciate
latest.
being advised when you're going to do that, so I can kind of walk around and make sure any issues that might be quote effective.
Okay,
Like asbestos.
It's been cleaned.
that's clean.
We had
There's
that
no
check, we had
asbestos
one
in
thing
there.
we had to check, and it's there's 0 in it,
We already had that done.
yeah.
Asbestos report's been
My
done.
biggest concern, as was before, is the creek that runs through there. And I don't know if they have planned to,
Oh, they know.
but they have planned to keep that from happening, because they're not allowed to put any contaminants whatsoever.
Right,
into that
yeah, they knew all
downstream.
that, right.
So, that was part of it. I
I'm
was
surprised
gonna
it's
see.
still standing, actually.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I'm surprised it's still
I'm
standing.
surprised too.
Well, not much of it, but
No.
Yeah.
Underneath, last time I was underneath it, it was just on the edge of them, that cement,
Mhm.
and so like, well.
So it's just a question, just wait until they get in.
Yeah, we get on the
Yeah,
final
we're kind of
Ts
in
and
the
Is.
final
oh, yes,
stages
that's,
now.
Yeah.
Because the next step now, the county will put it out for bid, and then it'll get them all, once they
Oh, they haven't
assign
done
it.
that yet?
No, no, because DEP got
Yeah, you're gonna
involved
be
at the
next
last
summer.
minute.
Well, I gotta be, sometimes from the time they put out the bid, bids accepted, depending on who, and you may have heard stories about this with some county demolition work. The successful bidder took a heck of a long time before ever coming in
Tear it down.
to tear it down. Now, that problem may be resolved. There were issues, I think, with maybe a little bit of favoritism at the county level with certain demolition contractors
Yeah.
getting special treatment in terms of bids being awarded, but then they took inordinate amount of time to do the work. Because I can tell you Pulaski Township had that problem where things that are supposed to be down took a year and a half to get down from the time the bid was accepted.
Wow.
Awarded,
Pardon me?
from the time it was awarded.
Yeah.
Yeah, but now
I
they
mean,
have
to
a
me,
time
that's, I
frame.
mean, yeah.
They have a time frame.
Yeah, and this might be different, because you're under a different program, I think, but I don't know, I just thought that was a little hard to swallow.
Yeah, because
Yeah.
once
Excessive.
they assign who's gonna do
Yeah.
it,
Yeah.
then they have so much, they give them a time frame. You have so
Right.
much
Yeah.
time to get this finished.
Okay.
If it wasn't for DEP, it'd have been down,
Yeah,
but they
Yeah.
come in at the last
Last
minute
minute.
and we had to get more permits done.
and we had to wait 3 months to get a meeting with them. That's what took the time.
Yeah. I think it fits into their schedule. Okay, any new business? You have anything?
Guess I'll give you a code officer report.
Nothing? Alright, motion
Do you have any
to,
new business now?
motion to pay the bills?
Motion to
Present.
pay the bills?
Second.
Well, actually, maybe I guess the issue involving, if I can bring up concerns about a shelter in here. I wanted to clarify, because I got a text from you, Diane, saying that I got out of the meeting.
Yeah,
I thought- well, I
you never
didn't-
answered me.
Well, I'm sorry, I should have, but,
Attorney.
Attorneys.
Yes.
my intention, I thought,
Gee, turn your phone
it
off,
said all
or is
along,
it?
it does no good for me to go to a meeting alone. I gotta have a couple folks there from,
Just tell us when.
Yeah,
Well,
but is it necessary to go there because nothing's really happened? Cause they're not really involved yet. It's not them that are involved, it's the owners. They're the, right, it's the ones, it's the church
The
now
church.
downtown that they're gonna be evicted apparently, cause there's some attorneys
out
that are
already.
buying the properties. Or they're buying the property.
I don't know, and you know what, I don't know why, the reason why they're gonna cease using that as a homeless shelter, that I don't know why. You're saying somebody else is buying the
Mhm.
property, okay.
Yeah, cause Beaver Falls wants it out of there because it's
Yeah,
a
it's just-
nuisance. They're
There's a
having
lot
all
of-
kind of problems with
There's
the
been a lot of,
theft and alcohol and drugs and loitering and all kind of things
Well,
going
I'm
on.
just saying that, you know, you may wanna make your opinion known to the county commissioners sooner than later.
Okay.
How do we get on now?
We
Well,
have
I
to-
called there,
yeah.
and the guy told me they have business meetings, because actually they have a work session every Wednesday morning at 10 o'clock. And he said, and I didn't get in, I just told who I represented, you know what I mean, I didn't get into detail on anything. And I said, they just have some concerns they'd like to address to the commissioners. I said, and the other thing was, I said, do we need to get on your agenda?
yeah, I was
Okay.
reading
And he goes, I don't have to, but if you know ahead of time when you're gonna be here, it would be nice if you could give me a call. And I understand that, so.
You said Wednesdays? I thought it was this
That's what
The
I
business
said.
meetings
Oh,
are,
okay, so,
business
but
meetings-
it's the
Oh.
second
business
and
meetings are second and.
fourth Thursdays
Thursday.
of
Second
the
and
month.
fourth Thursday of the month, yes.
But I don't know the gentleman, I called the county commissioner's office, and it was sounded like a young man who I spoke with there, and he seemed very knowledgeable, and he just said, well, you can come to any of them. He said, but really, you know, the work session's a publicly advertised meeting too, and he goes, there's a little bit more opportunity for discussion. That's the way he put it to me, there's a little bit more opportunity for discussion at a work session, if that's what you're.
That's at a work session?
Yeah.
Oh, okay. So
Okay.
when's the work session again?
Every Wednesday at 10 o'clock.
Every Wednesday at 10, okay.
So, who could be, when you wanna go? Okay.
Just getting off, that's the
Mhm.
problem. Getting off of work,
Okay, I understand that.
so. we don't know what they're doing here.
No, and frankly,
Well, we
Yes.
met with one of their elders as
Yes.
concerned citizens on Sunday.
Okay.
Not this
Not
Sunday,
the
but
past Sunday.
what did you come away from that meeting?
Well,
no, well, because I had sent Micah an email
and Micah didn't answer.
and he never answered.
No.
Okay.
So we met with, was it Keith, was his name, I believe?
Keith Wilson.
It wasn't Micah, okay.
No, Micah didn't come up. We
Okay.
never saw Micah.
Didn't
Maybe he
want
was
to talk to us,
afraid, I don't
apparently.
know.
He just said that it was not, we didn't even have our second meeting yet with the parishioners.
They're having that on Wednesday.
They have to decide what they want to do with the
Yeah.
structure. And I don't know if that's totally their call either. By that I mean, I don't know if it's totally and only the decision
No.
of the local.
It's not, they can make a decision whether they want to go into other churches.
Right.
But they have to go to the Presbyterian North area, something like that.
What is it, North American
North American,
Presbyterian or
yeah.
something?
They say
It's the main
Beaver
office.
Butler Presbytery? They use
Didn't
that
say,
term?
they said North
Mhm.
American.
Okay, okay. I'm Presbyterian, but there's differences there, and I'm not an expert on that. Okay.
This is
Yeah.
a Reformed Presbyterian.
Mhm.
Now, I'm Presbyterian Church USA, that's a little bit different than.
Yeah, this
We're
is
Beaver Butler
Reformed.
Presbyterian, and I just know, like if my church wanted to sell their property, it takes a joint decision of the presbytery and the local people. You gotta have them
Really?
both, yeah.
Yeah.
Well, that would be nice.
You can't do it alone.
No,
And some of the Episcopalian churches go involved in one of those in the county. They have a similar situation like that. They have an Episcopalian diocese, you got the local people, and you need both. Okay, so I mean, it sounds. But does anybody here belong to this church?
right here. Kathy
Okay.
Gates.
Hi, Kathy. Okay. So you can make the decision on your own.
No, we have to go through the Presbytery, like
You're-
you said,
Okay, but you're not in
the
the
higher up.
But it's a different presbytery.
But you
than-
guys have to make the decision whether you want to do this or not, right?
Your parishioners have to
Your parishioners
give their
have to do-
opinion.
Yeah,
Yeah.
they have to vote on it. and
What's the
We have a
general,
meeting,
Wednesday?
Wednesday.
Yeah, the fifth.
is there a general opinion that you, can you,
And we can say yes or no, vote like a vote.
yeah,
The church can vote yes or no. In my opinion, no, but I don't know what the rest of the congregation will say.
Or maybe
Because he said what it'll be, they would bring them in at 7 o'clock at night, someone would be here, and then at 7 in the morning, they open up the doors and
Yeah.
they have to go
And
out.
they have to
But
go
where do they
out
go? They're
and
gonna,
find
they
a
said
job.
what happened in Beaver Falls, they were sleeping on people's porches,
Yeah,
filling bottles with urine, alcohol, drugs, there was all kinds of
the only
stuff
problem
going
is
on.
you guys are kind of
That was
geographic.
one of the things I brought up, is we already have drug problems
yes,
here.
yes.
In fact,
Not as much as they used to. though.
Tommy Fosna had just gotten arrested for breaking into cars down my way,
Just
Oh,
recently?
my.
like last
The old one.
week or 2 weeks
Really?
ago. Yeah.
I thought he was getting on the straight path.
He is at times, and
Yeah.
then he's off.
Does he live over here still?
I think he lives with his mom. I'm not sure
Oh,
though.
okay.
I'm not sure.
Well, let's think about it. Now that we know, I mean, I know next couple Wednesdays aren't good for me, but I could work off Wednesday mornings, like say 3 or 4 weeks down the road.
Can they force us to do this?
Here's what it is. Yeah, there's your answer.
We can do this about that.
Sorry.
It's not a question of forcing you as local government to do anything. It's rather a question of what can the local property owner do with their property. I mean, it's like Kathy and I were just saying, depending on how this particular church is required to handle it, it's really up to the church and whoever makes that decision at the county level if they want to put a homeless shelter in here. So in other words, this was at a church in Beaver Falls, right? Up to now. Was that church still in operation or was it?
No,
I heard
it's
they
Yeah.
shut
shut
it
down.
down.
Okay, I
Yeah.
mean, when they put the shelter in there.
There
No.
is no shelter.
Well, I heard that they shut it down and got an ordinance to them that said that they wouldn't allow homeless people in there anymore.
Well, that'd
I
be
don't know.
difficult to do
Yeah.
just like that, okay?
Yeah.
But, well, and that's part of zoning, and Beer Falls has zoning, and the big thing is, you don't have zoning.
Correct,
Yeah.
we had that.
And so that would make it very difficult, because, I mean, you know, if someone wanted to come in and buy this church and your house and maybe a number of houses and flatten it and put in the sheets, they can do that, because there's not zoning that prohibits it, even though this is a residential neighborhood.
Correct.
Okay, so, I mean, it's not really forcing, they wouldn't need us, they wouldn't need our they wouldn't need our consent.
Our permission.
Right. Okay. Unless you want to start getting into contemplating a zoning ordinance. And that is not,
That takes time and money.
Amen.
Yes,
okay.
I know that.
And that doesn't happen overnight either,
No,
so they
it's a
could have it
process.
put in before we even get
Well,
the
yeah,
ordinance.
Or does it, if
If
we
you start-
apply for it, would they stop?
they may.
Yeah.
Okay. They may. But, you know, you want to do we have to do everything correctly here.
Right.
And to adopt the zoning, it is a long process. You have to get a planner. They have companies that do this. And what they do, among other things, is they do a review of your municipality, and they propose a zoning map where they say, well, there's a residential neighborhood, here's a commercial neighborhood, this, that, and the other thing, okay? And then they adopt an ordinance that says, okay, in this residential neighborhood, you have these uses, or these uses,
Right.
this sort of thing, okay? It's very involved,
Yeah.
okay?
Yeah.
I know I did it for Pulaski, and you don't reinvent the wheel, if you know
No,
what I
you
mean.
don't. I mean, there's a lot of steps to this.
Well, but I mean, you also can follow to a certain degree what other people have done in a similar sized community before you. But even then, it's still very time consuming. It took over a year
Yeah.
to do for Pulaski. And they have it, and it pretty much is done. It
Benefited
serves its
them?
purpose.
It
Yeah,
benefited them.
I think so.
Benefit, yes.
We could look into it. There may be some benefit to at least find out. I mean, look into it.
Okay.
Just not gonna spend a lot
Not
of
gonna
time.
hurt.
Right.
If anything, you can get us just, you know, start the application, see what that involves.
Okay.
Okay.
That's the only old thing, or new, that's new business.
Okay.
Yeah, we already paid the bills. Dave and I want 2 complaints. Anybody have a complaint?
Yeah, hi. My name is Nicole. I'm married to Gary Pegg. I only moved up here after we got married. It'll be about 4 years. I do like this area, you know, because it's a small town. I came from a big city, so it's nice that it's a tight-knit community. But where I could come from, just some of the stuff is on my list we already talked about. But what are your thoughts on like a community day, since we are such a small community? Maybe just once a year, just having everybody get together, maybe here along Third, just get to know everybody. Doesn't have to, no alcohol, just bring,
No,
you
we
know,
don't
like
like
a
alcohol.
potluck. You know, like once a year during the summer. You know, I think that would be nice,
That's
you know,
a
for
thought,
the
yeah.
residents of Eastvale, young and old.
The last time we
Just have
had
a nice
that,
little
we
block
had our
party.
centennial.
Yeah,
That was
we've
how
had
many-
a couple, you know, a long time ago, we've
Yeah.
had a lot of stuff here.
Yeah, I remember the centennial.
Yeah, we were part of that
We
community.
have a T-shirt.
Yeah, we have a
Right.
plate, yeah.
Yeah, we had plates made and the whole bit. I mean,
And T-shirts.
we had a lot of, we had a few hundred people there. We rented some tents and we had some speakers and we had at the fire hall and the playground it overflowed into the playground. We shot
Yeah.
off on 3rd Avenue
Yep,
and,
it was nice too, every Halloween.
you know, I think we supplied all the food and
The
had
parades.
Yeah,
Yeah.
The parades that we
go
had
through the
for
town.
Halloween. Yeah.
Yeah, that got voted down. to have that.
Yeah, the parents
Parents didn't want
petitioned,
that.
they petitioned council. They
And I like
didn't want
that
it.
better than.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I agree
Parents
with you,
didn't want
but
it.
we got the
Because
petition and
the
they wanted,
drugs.
the kids wanted, they said they wanted to have the kids
Know what
fit what they
Halloween is.
were going through when they were young kids, you know,
Yeah,
going door
yeah.
to door, but the world's changed.
Right.
Back when we were in
Yeah.
Yeah,
seventies
it's
and
a lot,
eighties.
it's a lot of
And then I
problems.
this is something I just thought of in regards to the sinkhole. Is there any concern about Second Avenue even
No,
going in?
engineer looked at it, and
Okay.
that's fine. I've been underneath that road, it's
Yeah,
fine.
because you know
It's good.
with the
Right.
creek
That's
running.
all cement, there's no metal
Yeah.
in there, that's cement DP or DP, PennDOT
Mm,
did all that. And I had our engineer, him and I went underneath there. But no, that's fine. The
Okay.
other part beyond that is what we're trying to get a grant
Right.
for to get that taken care of. Because it's rusted all the way through. I mean, there's two shields in there, or two tubes at one time.
Yeah.
That both have gone rusted.
right.
On the bottom, I can see ground.
Yeah.
You know, and they're just, those years are gone.
A lot of water comes off that hill.
And
Yeah.
you wouldn't think so, but it,
Yeah,
Yeah.
as it
There's
comes out of the
there's
fire
ground
hall,
springs.
as it
Yeah.
comes out of
There.
the fire hall, it goes down, then it comes back up into the tube.
Mm.
Both, it's going both. And that's one reason that's sunk right there by the door. Then down further, behind the honor roll, is where it really sunk. I filled
Yeah.
that up twice, backfilled, and it washed out. And it's
Yeah.
even soft around when I'm cutting the grass up there.
Yeah.
It was soft with the riding lawnmower, so that's why I put the fence up. I don't want anybody going near it. And that's,
Yeah.
and you see the front slabs at an angle that has sunk quite a bit. There was a hole beside it. I filled that in, but I don't know if it's came back
Yeah.
or not. But had our engineers going to look at it, and that's what we come up with the best safety till we see if we get our grant, which we won't know until
Right.
later in the year.
Right.
And then
We're hoping if that do get that grant, it will save their honor roll. We're hoping
Yeah.
we don't know, you know.
that's why you took the flag off.
Yeah.
Block the flag.
Yeah.
That's why we
and
took
then
all that.
Third Avenue there. I believe the water company replaced the
The
pipes
lines?
there. Yeah. Now they paved one side of the road,
Mhm.
or is there plans to get the
They
other
don't
side?
have to pave the
They
other
don't
side.
have to pave
Just
the
what
other
they
side.
tear up. We had
Okay.
that discussion also with them.
All right.
We thought, all right, we're gonna rotate. No,
Okay.
that's the same thing happened on First Avenue. We had the sewage line put in, and we almost had it done with the paving company, but we got stopped.
Mm-hmm.
So, but that's what they're gonna do. Just they only have to pave what they dig up.
And I heard they were supposed to put new gas lines in.
I haven't heard that one.
I haven't heard it either.
I heard that's on the other side of the street.
Damn, man, we get lucky, get the whole thing paved.
Yeah.
That's what the rumor is.
Yeah.
But I don't know. You know how rumors
Yeah.
get started.
Yes.
You
For a
don't
small
know
little
if
place,
it's-
we get things.
If it's true or not true, but that's what I've heard. But
Right.
Anything else?
Anything else? Anybody have any?
Again, you know, because I understand your concerns with, you know, I guess like the wrong, you know, people coming here to Eastvale, but what are your thoughts on, yard sales?
we're-
Just
we're
one time a year?
Yeah,
Again,
we've done that.
We've done that several years ago. We had
Uh-huh.
good success with it. I'm gonna step on your toes. I know you want to go ahead? Go ahead. You like doing that. But it faded out.
Yeah.
Okay.
The first couple years, it was fantastic. We had everybody. Front Street was crowded, then it just petered
Because
out.
I just like to see the
You know.
community just come together.
Yeah, so
You
we,
know, instead of everybody being all separated, like I said, young and old, you
Yeah.
know, so.
We don't get too much. This is the most we have. We're grateful you guys are coming up
this
here
is the
today.
first time we've
Well,
ever
this
had
is
this
Usually
many
just
people here.
us.
this is why
Always
I
just
come up
every
with
month. You know,
Yeah.
we appreciate some feedback.
Yeah,
You know, whether you
please.
come up just to listen to us and go home, or
Yeah.
Usually
if you have
it's just us.
anything you're concerned, you know. But yard sale, yeah, if anybody want to organize that and that pass out, that's how we did. We passed out flyers.
Well, that's what I
a
was
certain
thinking,
day.
but I didn't want to go against.
No, it's nothing for council. No, that's you did on your own. I mean, that's
Okay.
we don't have to get
Okay.
approval from
Yeah.
council at all to do that.
Okay.
You know,
Pick
if
a
you want to
day
send
and
out
pick a
flyers
couple
around, or walk
weekends
around, and
and-
tell people whatever, just let us know too, because I know
Yeah.
somebody else. Me, I love going to them.
Yeah.
I hate putting them back.
that.
I'd rather go to somebody else's than put them
And
back.
that year that the Eastville had it, we had it in our in the back.
Mhm.
Well, no one come back there
Oh,
in the back.
I know the church had a couple this year.
Yeah.
I don't know how well we did or not.
I don't know.
I've seen a couple stop. I walked over myself and nothing, you know, for me. But no, we don't mind something
My
like that.
husband don't like yard sales. He says, "Don't ask me to have another one." 'Cause we had to pack it all back up and put it.
Yeah, exactly.
Pack it
At that
away.
time, if you
Yeah.
had stuff left over, Salvation Army didn't want to take it. They knew it was from the yard sale, because we tried taking some glassware and lamps. They refused me to take stuff down, and we don't want your junk, basically what he told us. So I was like, really? I mean, you know, it's nothing.
And then
bad.
um,
I mean,
the one, the Kelly's Hardware.
Oh, the Humane Society store.
She's very picky. What
I've
she
never
thinks.
dealt with that. I have no idea.
I've got stuff down there before.
yeah, it's a
I
nice
didn't
place.
know that.
It's been a while.
That's when you put on a sign that they're free.
Yeah.
After
I've
once
done
you-
that
Yeah, we've
before.
done
Like,
that.
yes,
We
you
don't
don't
have
have
to
to
put anything
kind
out front, it's
Somebody will
gone.
take it, yeah.
And
someone
I
will take it.
remember that we used to have like a junk day where
Cleanup day.
Cleanup day
day.
got to
Yeah.
be an expense
Mm.
for us, too much for us, and
People abused it.
yeah, I wanted to say that's about.
Yeah.
You're
Yeah.
supposed to put in
Yeah.
this only, no paint cans, no tires, no.
Right.
And then
Batteries.
we go through, and we had some people at that time that we paid to
Took
go through.
advantage.
Yeah, and then we would go through like one sweep, probably two. And then we get phone calls off the hook. You know, they're like, you forgot me, which we didn't. They just put more stuff out after we went through.
Yeah.
Then if we don't go back, well, it sits there and it sits there.
Yeah.
And then,
Right. Okay.
then we have a peeing contest. Who's going to clean it up?
Right.
You know,
Okay.
slightly putting it, wasn't it?
Yeah, I like that. You said
So
it.
we don't
But
do that anymore.
yeah, we
It's more
thought
of a
it just
pain
the expense
than anything
Yeah.
of a pain.
of
Yeah.
that.
It's not worth it.
Yeah.
So just because, like I said, I'm hard of hearing, so as far as like the yard sale, like say I.
God bless you.
Yeah.
So what about the community day?
We
That's
can we
something
can
you
toss
would
that
have to
around.
do with you?
We can toss that around and think about some ideas in the next few months. You know, come back to me and
Yeah.
see what goes on. We'll see what we have to do and see what, you know, if we close off any streets, we have to notify all the proper authorities to do that.
Yeah.
And if we do, sometimes we have to have restroom facilities. You know,
Okay,
to
right.
do Johns and
Yes.
so on. So I mean, so that's another, you know,
Okay.
money we have to come up with or something. You
Okay.
know, this things we've done before to let you know what has to be done.
Okay.
You know, but community day is fine. You know, I
We
don't.
can look, we can talk about it.
Probably a lot of people I don't even know over here anymore. Have come and
Yeah,
gone
we
so
know
many
everybody.
in the last few years.
Not anymore.
We used to know everybody, but
Yeah.
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 and
You're
we used
the only
to,
ones I know, and Mrs.
Yeah.
George. and
now
Kenzie.
it's just like a revolving door, and
She's in a home, by the way.
Yeah.
I don't see little kids anymore running around the neighborhood like we used to.
Yeah.
Well,
Yeah.
there's one little boy across the street from me, where Audrey Hicks used to live. There's a boy there. He's like maybe 13. He's
I don't even see too many at the playground anymore. Of course, we have nothing much up there to play with, which we're trying to work at that. But I put things up and they get
And they
either
destroy it.
destroyed or ripped down or
Yeah.
a
Somebody.
lot
burned.
of it's not
We've caught a couple of them
Eastvale
burning.
kids. It's dormant.
No, I know. That's why the basketball hoops never went back
I was
up.
just about to ask about the playground.
And
yeah.
I had, in fact, Tommy helped me with the jackhammer several years. And a bunch of boys helped him one night. We worked up it all day and all night,
Yeah.
jackhammering them, the old ones out and put new ones in. Then they come over and they ripped them down. I took them to work, had them
down. It
re-welded and
wasn't
put up, and they ripped them down. And I got mad and I just cut them off
Yeah.
at the bottom. And I said,
That's it.
and we can't put portable hoops up here for liability reasons.
Yeah.
We already
If they
went
fall
that route,
over
yeah.
and-
We already went
Hit
that route.
somebody.
Because it's, I mean, the court's still pretty decent, you know.
Yeah.
Mm.
But
They destroy everything.
Yeah,
Even
I mean, you-
swings. They destroy it all.
I remember Mr. George building those rocking courses
this one by the
by the
pavilion,
pavilion.
I bought them. No,
Oh, you bought
yeah,
them?
I bought them.
I thought Mr.
No.
George built
I bought them, and they were. I caught a kid burning them.
Oh.
Let's put it that way. And I called the police on him. We got him. And he was there, and he got caught, and you know, it got settled that way. And we just had to take him down from there, and because we paid a little bit of money for them. They were basically going to be there for many years with the wood. And excuse me. So that's why I never put anything back up there. And
those were nice because the little ones used to ride.
That's why I put them close to the pavilion. That way the parents
Yeah.
could sit there and
Right.
And we had the other baby swings in the middle. Well, they got cut with knives.
Mm-hmm.
You know, it's just, you know, we're a little community, and you know, a $20 piece of swing, yeah, it means a lot to us. you
Yeah.
know. So it's not that we don't want to do it. We, you know, I have some other swings, and we had a ball up there that got ripped down. In fact, it got stolen. I did find it later because I put our name on it, so they couldn't go too far with it. You know, even the decoration that the honor roll was taken. And luckily we had our names on that, and police got that off someone's porch on Beaver Falls.
Christmas decorations.
That's why we don't put statues up anymore.
Yeah.
So it's not like, you know, we've tried things over here over the years, and you know, like any
Get
place else,
discouraged.
you have bad people. So
Yeah.
And is there any thoughts of updating the honor roll?
once we figure out underneath what's going
Okay.
on, the plaques and everything are safe. They're off of there.
Yeah.
We took them down.
Mr. in the
I'm,
back is the one that was.
I'm sorry. I don't know your name, John.
Rick.
Rick.
He's the one that was interviewed.
Oh, okay. I wasn't there.
Yeah,
But the
that's
plaques
fine.
are in a safe, heated place. Took them all down, brother and I. Just to play it safe, because your honor had a little bit
Yeah.
cracking, and we didn't want it to come in one day, one morning, and say, oh, then it's really, then what are we gonna do?
Yeah,
Who's
because
gonna fall down
I think I
inside?
remember seeing a crack forming at the bottom there.
Yeah.
It's all like, it's like,
But
Yeah.
there's the main plaque, and I think 2 other plaques I took down and screwed off, but they're well kept, and they'll have to be, if we decide to do, rebuild it or whatever we have to do
Yeah.
down the road, we're gonna, you know, make them look more presentable.
Yeah.
They furnish, you know, faded over the year, tarnished.
Yeah.
But the main plaque's in great shape. The Eagle's in good shape, was above it. I painted that a few years ago and it stayed good. But the other plaques by the flagpole, tarnished, and, you know, but they're safe and nothing's gonna happen to them, so please don't think anything bad. Don't think anything bad's gonna happen to them. We would never do anything like that.
Right.
We grew up, I've been here 60 years,
I
so,
think that was a concern. It's-
well, some people were
it's been
concerned
out
about
for
that.
quite a while.
Yeah, well, that was the
People
reason.
do-
I'm sorry?
People do take things like that.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
I'm
That-
not saying you.
No, no, no.
guys,
That one, the big one,
Listen to all the vandalism you have.
Yeah.
here. I mean, it's like,
the big one, they would have a hard time getting that down because
Yeah,
that would
I'm
not.
sure it
We had to
had some weight.
sawzall that off, basically.
Oh, wow.
The bolts come all the way through, and we couldn't even get the bolts loose. So, and that thing is heavy because I pinched his hand on it, taking it down.
So it's solid. Is it solid bronze or?
I think, but it's heavy.
Yeah,
But
I
it took
bet.
2 of us to lift it. Once we got it down, and because I wasn't even surprised it went straight through. I wonder, you know, it wouldn't budge. We tried. Oh, torque it. Believe me, we didn't want to cut it, but we figured
Yeah.
we can still put it back up another way. I know, you know, that we would go to Rim Monument. And they would. In fact, we even talked to them
Mm.
about, you know, if we had to tear that down, you know, give us some ideas. So just to touch base with them, we did that too. But the plaques, everything, it's in safe place. Covered blanket, the whole bit, you know, it's leaning dry.
Right.
So, yes, sir.
Are you open for any kind of fundraisers at all? Like,
We're always, yeah.
You know, to
We haven't established anything yet, but if we do, yeah, we would be open to that. We'd have to, we'll form a separate account for that. That way everything is kept in the up and up, you know, because I know how things work, you know. Someone, you know, think you took it or something like that. Pardon me?
In the general fund, it would all end up elsewhere.
Yeah, we would definitely, if we would do it,
That
would be a
grant
separate
that
fund to
You
that.
guys applied for, that's for the whole works over there, your fire department?
The fire, well, no, the fire department, that grant's already done. We're applying for under the run, under the,
All for that?
yeah, that's what we're applying for.
yeah.
And we won't know that till later in the year, early the spring or summer.
Spring, summer.
So
It'll last.
we're crossing our fingers to get it replaced and have it opened up where the
Yeah.
fire hall is right now. Would be fenced around that. That's the plan, but it depends on what. And if it doesn't go through, then
Like Rome Monument over there,
Mhm.
they, you know, maybe if they would donate something or part of the work or something, you're open to all that kind of,
yes, anything. Oh yeah,
not saying they will. but
right, exactly. Well, they didn't say anything to us when we were they would offer anything, other than they would, you know, give us a good price.
Check into, okay.
But no, yeah, I mean, once we find out, we get it, and we're hoping that would be our problem to to save that. We still may have to do some repairs to the front slab per se, you know, level it up and this, and that, but, you know, we'll have the engineer even look at the structure. If it's sound enough to leave it alone, fine. If it's not, then we don't want it coming down on anybody, especially when I'm cutting grass.
Yeah.
I don't feel like kissing a brick.
And is there any plans for the lot once the fire hall is down and
Basically just seeding it, grass, and leave it open.
Okay.
Now, my dream, this is just me, shut up. My dream is behind that, I'd like to cover that creek up where the fire hall stands now. Put whether that didn't cost this,
Yeah.
and have it all grass.
Yeah.
Because nothing could ever be built on top of that again.
No.
And just have it grass,
Okay.
and that's it. So that way it looks neater,
Nice.
nicer.
Yes.
Because you got the other part, because you know eventually trees and weeds are going to grow up.
Right.
So the other part by the playground and onward is that way now. And
Yeah.
we try to get in there, but it's, I get poison ivy from doing it
Yeah.
every year. So
Like a gathering place, like for the
Yeah,
yard sales or something.
I was thinking like a pavilion, like a community pavilion, you know, maybe put like how Brady's Run has those little charcoal grills in the ground that you know people can just have like a little cookout there, and you know something like that.
it's a thought.
Mm.
It's a thought. But I hope you know
Yeah,
you do something nice,
Right.
And
Right.
it only takes one person. Because they had that at the playground when they asked me to put some hot dogs up there, and we let them do it, and they cleaned up. It was like there was some young kids, you know. They want to have a little picnic, and I said it was fine. And I watched a little bit, you know, they come back and they cleaned up everything. But it only takes one person to ruin it. You know,
Yeah.
And I
Yeah.
found, believe me, the things I found at that playground, you'd be
Yeah.
Oh my
amazed
God.
of,
Yeah.
that
I'm
I.
amazed at some of the things. he-
I've
So-
even found a huge syringe
Oh
on
yeah,
my sidewalk.
I've found a
And
few
that's the type of
things.
thing we're worried about with this thing.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Coming.
And I've seen drug deals in front of my house.
Mhm.
Doggy Lentz was one of them.
Yeah, we've heard about that
Yeah.
too. That was.
And I wanted to call the cops, and he said no, because we live so close to the street, he would know who turned him in.
I understand. I understand.
that's
I can
why
see
I
where you're
don't-
coming from. You're looking
Yeah.
out.
I don't,
You're like, should I or shouldn't I?
right, right.
Right, yeah.
And
so
And
I
then,
don't
with,
say
and then with this being such a small community, you know, it's
everybody knows everybody's
Yeah.
business.
right.
Yeah.
You're-
I even watched AJ when he was
Mhm.
little. I babysat him,
I know AJ.
so
I know all the. I mean, I'm school.
Yeah.
Beth.
I went to school with their dad.
Okay.
All the Fosslots. I went to school with all the Fosslots, and they were trouble. His parents, you know,
I
when
never.
they were kids, they were trouble.
When AJ and Tommy, we were at the playground, they always treated me with respect. I never had a problem. They were bad mouthing
Yeah.
nothing. In fact, when he got out of one of his situations, he looked me up, then come up and just shake my hand and say, "How you been? Nice to see you. Thanks for helping me that summer and doing the playground."
They can be nice,
Yeah.
but I don't want to trust him because he's on drugs.
Yeah, you're Jekyll and Hyde to each person.
Yeah, so I don't cause trouble for other people because I live so close to the street.
I understand. Okay, is there anything else, folks?
I have a question for you. Have council changed at all with elections?
No.
No,
Everybody's still
everybody's,
the same
we're all
position?
still here.
And I have to update that
Pam's just
plan. I
working
have to
this
make sure that
evening.
everybody
Yeah.
knows the news there.
No, we got reelected and sworn in last month.
Okay.
Okay, entertain a motion to adjourn to next month's meeting? You make the motion.
I make the motion to
Yeah,
adjourn.
I have a second.
What did you say, make the motion?
When is the
entertain.
next?
First Monday of each month.